This is April 9th, 2017. As you can tell, there are no fresh eggs in the store due to the egg shortage. Hello, Internet friends. It's April 9th, 2017, and by the time you see this, Mercury will have already gone into retrograde. It's 5 p.m. April the 9th. That's what my rock and roll groupie has told me. If you're not familiar with the psychic advisement of rock bands by their rock and roll groupies, musicians have mystical reference points, advisors. Okay, so this is about the Oroville dam situation, and I thought that really it was going to be over until I found this news report. So this news report comes in from KQED Sciences, how incompetent rock led to the Oroville Dam crisis. Engineers at Oroville Dam are drilling cores and conducting geological studies hoping to better understand February's near catastrophic spillway failures. It is the kind of thorough study that might have been lacking when the dam was built 60 years ago. They did not anchor the spillway in fresh rock, says Eldridge Moores, an eminent geologist and one of the world's leading experts on geology of the Sierra Nevada. So there's a radio story to click on. There's a YouTube video there. There's a guy hammering in the rock and stuff like that. Some diagrams. So the spillway looks like they built a model for it, and there's some topo maps. So this was a pretty good, thorough study done by KQED Sciences. I suggest giving it a take a look, and you could see some of the pictures they got. So this is Oroville Dam Spillway, April 9th, 2017, 5:01 p.m. Mercury is in retrograde, and it doesn't look like the dam is overspilling its top from this vantage point. The weather looks clear. There's even like grass growing there on the emergency spillway. All looks serene from the outset, and the water is low below the spill line. But looks can be deceiving. We're going to get into some research about what all this could mean in the very near future. Oroville Dam repairs will be long, complicated. Here's a look at who might do the work. The four contenders for the project are KQED Corporation of Omaha, Nebraska, Granite Corporation Construction of Watsonville, Barnard Construction Company of Bozeman, Montana, and ASI Constructors, Inc. of Pueblo, West Colorado, according to Department of Water Resources. So, what's going on is that some money was approved for emergency disaster relief by the new president. There's 4 contractors that are bidding on the work. It won't be completed until next year, 2018. They're trying to get as much done right now before November, when the rainy season starts. We just had a recent couple of rainstorms, and there is the snowpack. So we're going to see a snow melt and that rain. There's a difference in that this time there's releasing of water through the generators. If there was a way to just rebuild the whole project, they could have a lot of generators. You wouldn't have this problem. You could have dozens and dozens and dozens of generators. I don't know why they put a couple of generators there. When I was walking the halls of San Francisco State not too long ago, a couple of years ago, the civil engineering classrooms were on the way to the computer science lab. The computer science lab was on the second floor. And so I would have to walk past the civil engineering classrooms. Not only on the bulletin boards at San Francisco State were drawings of these civil projects, but students that you would run into, hey, how's it going? Oh, what is that? I think I have had more exposure to large civil engineering projects like the Oroville Dam more than the people that built it, because there is something seriously wrong with whatever they did there. Look at the pictures. It's horrendous. It's an atrocity. And now they're drilling into the bedrock to get cores. So they're going to come up with a conclusion, right? You can't even find why they abandoned the Auburn Dam right now. What we knew as taxpayers is why they abandoned the Auburn Dam is because the rock and soil won't support those dams in the Sierra, anywhere in the Sierra, right? So you can't go into it like a half-assed project. You go into it like, okay, so the soil and rock won't support the dam. That's not going to stop us from building a dam. If we want to build a dam on rock that won't support a dam and soil in a sandcastle, then you build a dam in a sandcastle with a sandcastle. You build the appropriate dam. And I saw a lot of great looking projects. Not only that, just building the dam, power projects, hydroelectric power. There are people from the Philippines that have degrees in civil engineering that for their projects were power projects, right? There are colleges all over the world that have architectural, tubes of their drawings, hundreds of drawings, down to the centimeter of what a dam, an ideal dam and hydroengineering project could be. And they, so they're not, whoever it is, they're not hiring people from California. They're not hiring people from the third world to work on it. Build a new one. nothing makes sense about anything that has ever been done about this from day one. The Auburn Dam was a proposed concrete arch dam on the North Fork of the American River east of the town of Auburn, California in the United States, on the border of Placer and El Dorado counties. Slated to be completed in the 1970s by the U.S. Bureau of Reclamation, it would have been the tallest concrete dam in California and one of the tallest in the United States at a height of 680 feet and storing 2,300,000 acre-feet of water. Straddling a gorge downstream of the confluences of the North and Middle Forks of the American River and upstream of Folsom Lake, it would have regulated water flow and provided flood control in the American River basin as part of the Reclamation's immense Central Valley project. The dam was first proposed in the 1950s. Construction work commenced in 1968 involving the diversion of the North Fork American River through a tunnel and construction of a massive earthen coffer dam. Okay, so this is the Auburn Dam project that was built into a dirt pile temporary coffer dam, and here it is failing. There's the Auburn Dam overview. You notice the roads, it's the same kind of mentality of the Oroville Dam. This is February 18th, 1986, 6:30 a.m. There is the overflow. Some are saying that they built that overflow to purposely fail in a slow manner so that they will have time to make preparations for the flood, and that the other dams downstream will take the overflow, right? Which, why build it at all if you're going to do that? It's like an army project, which it was. Dig a hole and then fill the hole back in. We wanted a cement dam, and this is what they gave us, this failing earthen dam. And this looks like what's going to happen to Oroville Dam when the rains start in November, if it's not doing this right now. And this is going to be a look at things to come with the Oroville Dam. People have been evacuated at least twice. They've divided up evacuation areas. There's 11 evacuation areas of Central California. Central California was once an inland sea that periodically floods. And this is in an area that's the same area, which is the Sierra, the Oroville Dam, and here's a dam failing in the same manner as the Oroville Dam, and this failing dam is the Auburn Dam complex, which is the coffer dam of the Auburn Dam.